Hey, my lovelies. Welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the Daily Vibration. So if you are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Cosmo. If you're tuning in via YouTube, Facebook, my podcast, or Instagram, I want to thank you guys for taking the time out to look at this video, okay? Sidebar and a quick note. The version for the podcast may be a little different because I wasn't able to dual record today. So that's going to be a little different. And, it may flow differently, just so you guys know. All right. So keep it in mind, my love, whenever you click on this video, if the message resonates, then it is for you. If it is not resonated, then you do not have to take anything from this video. Okay. These videos are meant for you to master yourself, because you are not just responsible for mastering your sun sign or the month that you were born, right? You're responsible for mastering all 12 aspects of the zodiac wheel, right? So there are 12 disciples, the 12 tribes, whatever you want to call them. There's still 12 aspects of your psyche that you would need to master, right? The goal here is not for you to get stuck in any particular energetic pattern. It is for you to learn the pattern, master the pattern, so you can rise above all of this and not have to do any of this shit all over again, okay? So keep in mind, my loves, that as we're moving throughout the energy today, you interacting with several different energetic patterns, and you get to choose states, which means you can't be happy and sad at the same time. You got to choose if you're going to be happy or if you're going to be sad. You got to choose if you're going to be an optimist or a pessimist, like your choice. You can't be both of them at the same time. All right. So let's jump into these numbers, right? So my loves, third month, 12th day, year is 2021, all equaling the number 11, okay, which reduces down to the number 2. So we have double 11s, or double 11s showing up, right? So we got the double ones from 12, the one from 12, and then we also have a 1 in 2001, and then you have the double 11 showing up again when you calculate the full date together, right? So that's showing up twice, and whenever we see those double 11s or the double ones, you need to be mindful to stay away from negativity, stay away from the negative people, stay away from the pessimists today also, right? So the message today as we're moving throughout the vibration is paying attention to the patterns in your life, right? And also as you pay attention to red flags. So it's paying attention to the patterns and the red flags in your life, and maybe some of the things and the warning signs and the cautions or the cautious energy as it's presented to you today. Maybe take the day to be still, okay? We do have the new moon energy coming in tomorrow, so you need to be mindful of that, okay? And sidebar, just so you guys know I said I was going to be launching my meditations again within the month of March, and I am now, but it's going to be like in Aries season. I'm not doing anything, putting out anything new until really Aries season, right? So new start, new launch. So full moon, new moon meditations will be coming in Aries season, just so you guys know, right? But you have new moon energy coming in this weekend, so you want to go ahead and you want to tap into that. Being mindful, right, with this double ones in the atmosphere, you want to be mindful to just pay attention, my love, today as you're moving throughout your day, okay? Pay attention to the red flags and the patterns in your life today as you're moving throughout the day, right? So we got the number 1 popping up, like I said, and then we have double ones. So you want to be mindful of any negative energy. So 1 is all about your verbal self-expression or the oppression or expression of your ego, okay? And it is also operating on the physical plane. So this is a doing aspect of self, taking action, okay? Movement, okay? Motivation, all right? So now, dealing with the number 1 today, some of the things that you can find is being self-reliant today within this energy, okay? Being a pioneering your own venture, your own freedom of doing whatever it is you need to do in your own unique way, because the number 1 also vibrates within uniqueness, okay? So you be mindful of that as you're moving throughout the day, okay? Uniqueness is in the atmosphere today, okay? Now, the number 1 is the key to your communication skills, right? So you want to be mindful of that as you're moving throughout this number 1 energy too, right? Self-reliance, like I said, be the pioneer today, right? And I think yesterday there was something about taking the initiative within the energy. Or is this, this could actually be in today's energy. Right, but we're going to talk about the patterns that's showing up within the energetic pattern here today in a second, okay? Number 2 is also within the date, so you have triple 2s popping off within the energy, so you need to be mindful to mind your own business today, honey, not just within the aspect of the sensitivity with the Pisces energy, but also within the aspect of the double twos. I'm sorry, the cluster of twos, the triple twos, right? Triple twos is asking you to mind your own business, okay? And let me just say this, right? The two is the gateway to your intuitive nature, right? So if you're supposed to be minding your own business today, right, you would definitely need to tap into the aspect of the number two that's asking you to be receptive, right? You're not just responsible for what you put out, but you're also responsible for what you receive internally, right? So be receptive today within this energy. Be flexible as you mind your own business, honey. Somebody may cancel and or somebody may do something or say something, my loves, that's really none of your business, and you may just need to move on, because within the number two you can find argumentative energy as well as disagreeable energy. Okay, so Hazels and Gargamels could be out in rare form today. Okay, narcissists and energy vampires just could be out in rare form today, dealing with this number two energy, especially with the cluster of triple twos today. Okay, now divine purpose is also vibrating within the number two, as well as if you are not mindful, right, to be flexible today, you could get caught up in some unstable energy, or even dealing with people with unstable thoughts, okay, or unstable expectations. So be mindful as you're moving throughout that energy today, because that is in the atmosphere. Okay, so now on to the number three, third month of the Gregorian calendar year, right? So number three, the gateway to the mental plane, honey. So this is the plane where you tap into your imagination. This is your creation aspect in the mental plane, where you are really understanding, my love, that you have an opportunity, right, within self to use your imagination, right? This is your mental capacity, your logical side, the rational side of you is what takes place within the number three, right? So this is really where you become aware that there is a dual nature, feminine and masculine aspect, ego and spirit aspect of self, right? This is where you begin to really tap into the activation of your memory here within this number three, okay? Which is also a manifestation number, okay? And we're probably not going to get into it in this video, but let me just tell you this. I refer to the number three really as a holy trinity of manifestation, because you can find the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost, which is feminine energy, right? So you got masculine, feminine energy lying up in that energy. You also have Isis or Osiris energy lining up within the triangle. There's so many aspects within the triangle that you can tap into, my loves, right? Which is three-sided. So the number three is also not just about numerology, but you can also find the number three in symbology. Okay, so just know that. Just wanted to throw that out there. And so, like I said, within that number three, you can still find the Isis, Osiris, and Horus energy, right? You got like Father, Son, Holy Ghost. Holy Ghost, like I said, is just another aspect of feminine energy, right? Within that triangle, you also find consciousness, space, and time. Like there's so many different dynamics of that energy that you can tap into, right? Brahma, Shiva, Vishnu, you can also tap into that energy within a triangle. Masculine, feminine, and matter is also locked up within that triangle, which is all associated to the number three. So you need to be mindful of that too. The gateway to yourself is locked up within this number, right? Gateway to your memory self, okay? Tapping into your imagination self, your logical self, your reasoning self, okay? Your masculine aspect of self also, and your feminine aspect of self also, and then binding them together and creating from that place. So, which leads me to saying that you can tap into all of your clairvoyances within this energy today, okay? You have several numbers today asking you to trust your intuition, because people's sensitivity to energy today is going to be on point, which is not, like, to me, it's not a surprise, because as I look at just where the sun is, where the moon is, it's not a surprise to me that we can tap into this energy today, right? So number three may ask some of you to be brave today, okay? Number three may ask you to tap into some of your passions today, okay? Definitely your clairvoyances, okay? Your inner knowings, okay? Your inner feelings, your inner visions, or your inner hearing, okay? You want to tap into all of that today. Number three also deal with manifestation, and I just went into the different forms within the triangle that you can see the symbol of manifestation, okay? Horus, Isis, and Osiris, Isis and Horus, and then you have Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. All of that aspects can be found locked up within the number 3, which is really about creative energy. Okay, now let's tap into the number 5. We've been talking about this number all month long, and really all year long, right? 5 brings in change. 5 is also can be linked to the heart chakra energy. So you may need to tap into that aspects of self today, right? So the number 5 is going to actually be versatile today, right? And then we have your telepathic nature, right? Popping up with this number today too, which is really, we had it in the number 3 too, your clairvoyance. So today your insight, and especially if you're an empath, you can definitely be mindful not to oversensitize yourself. You want to be mindful not to oversensitize yourself. Okay, ground yourself today, my empaths. That's going to be necessary. All right. Number 5 also brings in some rigid energy and quick change. You want to be mindful to really stop, breathe, and think before responding within this energy, because some of this energy can be violent also. Okay, so be mindful with that energy within the number 5. Okay. We also have the number 7 showing up for the vibration of March. Okay, so March, when you're doing the geometry of it, breaks down to the number 7. And I gotta say, that's just the number 7 and the English aspect of stuff. This is not the Hebrew version. So whenever I'm doing these calculations, I'm not doing them based from the Hebrew version. I'm doing them based from the English calculations. Okay, so the number 7 taps into your 7 powers, your chakra systems. Okay, so once again, chakras are showing up here again, and we've been dealing with the chakras since the beginning of March. Okay, so this is really some time that you can take the energy to begin to balance these aspects of self, right? So number 7 also taps into your psychic ability. So there we have it again. You tapping into your intuitive nature today, right? Today you may be able to break some myths with the number 7, because the number 7 also vibrates on myths. So you can either break some myths, or you can gain a deeper understanding of some myths that you've heard, maybe around your spirituality, or anything that you've been seeking, right? Inner strength is also part of the number 7's vibration, as well as alchemy. So some of you may definitely need to do some alchemy and start transmuting some things around you to work for you and not against you. Okay, number 7 energy can also bring in aspects of people that can be a bit self-righteous. Okay, and it can also bring an energy of resentment. So you want to be mindful of that. And once again, Sun in Pisces, Moon in Pisces, super sensitive energy today as far as emotions are concerned. Okay, this is why I'm going to go back to the cluster of triple twos. Mind your business today. Okay, all right, closing it off with the number 9. Okay, Friday vibrating on the number 9. So closing it off with the number 9, we're going to talk about karmic patterns within the number 9, as well as karma is one of the things that the number 9 vibrates on, right? And karma is really cause and effect, right? You do this, and this is the cause for what you do, right? Now this is the effect that it's going to produce, right? So be mindful as you're moving throughout the day, right? Cause and effect is real. Okay, each causation produces an effect. Okay, so karma, aka cause and effect, is in the vibration of the number 9 today. But for some people, romance is also in the atmosphere with the number 9, right? Leading by example is also going to be key for some of you today if you're going to be tapping into the vibration of the number 9. Not to mention, for some people, it may be all about perfection. Let me just say this though, if you're tapping into the aspect of perfection today, just remember, it is in your imperfection that you find your perfection. Okay, number 9 can also tap into you gaining lack of focus, right? And so you want to be mindful that you can't do sad and happy at the same time. You're gonna have to choose which one you want to operate in. Okay, so be mindful of that as you're moving throughout the day. Okay, keep it in mind, right? Out of darkness comes enlightenment, so don't be afraid of your dark side, right? Do something kind for yourself, love yourself, honor yourself. Okay, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's daily vibration. Don't forget to go on over to my YouTube channel, the number 4, your inner voice, and check out your monthly tarot readings if you have not done so yet. Okay, my loves, have a beautiful day, and I will see you guys in the weekend vibration. Bye, my loves.